It had been 20 years coming, and Artur Monterisi worried about it every day as he had no idea how his family were going to react. As dozens of relatives gathered to celebrate Christmas, Artur was waiting to tell them the important news: he was transgender. But all Artur's fears evaporated the moment he revealed his secret. Dozens of relatives who had gathered at the family house in Campina de Monte Alegre, São Paulo, for Christmas dinner cheered, clapped and congratulated the young man as he revealed his life-changing decision. Artur had started transitioning 6 months before he told his family, Image, Focus and News, but the Brazilian teen was scared to tell his family, saying he had no idea how they would react. Image, Focus and News, speaking nervously, the 20-year-old, who has been transitioning from a girl to a boy for 6 months, said to the seated audience, "I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to say something really explosive. I spoke to my mum at the beginning of this year, 2017, about starting gender transition. So from now on you don't have a niece, a granddaughter and a daughter. You now have a nephew, a grandson and a son." The room erupts with screams of support as relatives jump up to hug their loved one, shouting, "Welcome to the family, you've been born again," and "Congratulations." As they embrace the student, they ask what his new name will be because he is still known to them as Julia. The reaction surprised the young man, who decided to post the video on social networks. To his amazement, the video has gone viral with over 340,000 views in a few days. Artur is currently preparing for gender reassignment surgery. Image, Focus and News. Over 100 people have seen Artur come out to his family. Image, Focus and News. In the online message accompanying the video, Artur wrote, "This Christmas, I finally had the courage to tell my family about my transitioning. It was very emotional and I'm so happy with the reaction. Thank you so much." In an interview with G1, the São Carlos Federal University student said, "We were all having Christmas dinner when I decided to make the announcement. I was very scared about telling everyone. Really nervous. But I've always been very close to my family and I thought Christmas dinner would be the right time as everyone would be together. I thought everyone would be quiet when they heard the news, but instead everyone cheered and yelled for joy. It's very rare for a family to react this way. It's so nice to receive this level of support. I am very happy." The student added that he's been amazed by the reaction on the internet, although he has received some negative comments. Overall it has been positive, with many urging him to ignore the hurtful messages. He said, "I thought it was an important moment to share and posted it on Facebook. I thought it would get a maximum of 200 views. And I woke up the next day, it was over 100,000 views. I didn't think it would have this sort of impact." Artur said he decided to undergo gender transition in early 2017 and first discussed it with his mum, who gave full support. He then shared his decision with his sister and dad, who accepted his move. It was a growing realization over many years that he didn't want to be Julia anymore. Image, Focus and News. Over the months he cut his hair to a more masculine style and brought clothes that suited his new look. The transition will eventually lead to sex reassignment. I always felt uncomfortable in my body, since my teens. But when I was younger, I didn't understand these feelings, he revealed. Over time, I got to know more and learn about gender confusion. I had doubts and difficulties accepting who I was. Making the decision was difficult because it is a path of no return. But the moment we really decided that I didn't want to be Julia anymore, I became a happier person." He said his mother's support has been his driving force. "She followed my new look, such as haircuts and more menswear. I told her everything and she accepted my gender transition. It was so comforting to have her on my side. She even accompanied me to consultations with the experts. Then I told my father and sister. They also accepted me. All that remained was to tell the rest of the family, which had been making me really nervous," he recalled. Artur's fears were flamed by the violence many trans people in Brazil experience. Image, Focus and News. The young man is in the process of changing his identity documents to his new name. "From now on I am Arthur. I talked to my teachers and there has already been a change to my social name. I've also been fortunate because I haven't suffered any prejudice at university. Many people have accepted the new me." With the support of his family, he declared, "I know that if anyone says anything against me, I will not care because I know I have the support of my family. I'm blessed because unfortunately it is rare, in cases like mine, to get this level of support." Artur's gender transition comes against a backdrop of escalating anti-gay violence in Brazil. The South American country holds the world record for the most hate-based LGBT murders, with 331 recorded in 2016, resulting in a statistic of an LGBT person being killed roughly every 25 hours.